Hey, what's up, everyone? So I'm gonna give you guys my settings for the finals. I know a lot of people come into the chat and ask me about my settings and the best settings for controller players. I don't play on mouse and keyboard, but I do play controller on PC. So these are the best settings for PC, like controller on PC, or even for consoles like Xbox and PlayStation. Let's go over these settings and see what are the best settings for controller players. So in general, we are in North America. Crossplay is on. Instant replay and stuff. Replays I opt out just to save on RAM and stuff like that, so it's not overloaded too much. Auto sprint is on, and instant delay is at 0, so we just get that sprint really quickly. Melee assist on. It really does help, especially if you are on controller. If you don't have a high enough sense, it does give that basically it helps with when you are melee someone on controller and stuff like that. Interface, make sure the tag size is 150%. Team colors are on. What I usually do, or what I like to know, is for my cross arrow and also my red dot for like my guns and stuff like that, I like it neon green or like a bright pink, just because the way how the maps are designed, and sometimes you get dark light, like dark maps, and medium light maps, and light colored maps and stuff like bright daytime maps. I like to have a very bright cross arrow, just so I know where I'm looking at whenever I'm, I guess you could say, trying to hit, like, you know, my shots and stuff like that. So having a very bright color really helps with those different types of map, the colors of the maps and stuff like that. It's like it's perfect, especially when like if you're in a dark map, or if you're in a map where the buildings are coming down and stuff like that. It really helps you navigate or know where you're looking straight. Let's go over controller settings. A lot of these settings I do get from NTMR's grad, and I do my own little twist. The only ones I would not suggest you copy and maybe you would play around with is scope zoom sensitivity. This is mainly for like if you're a light player and you're playing with the snipers and stuff like that. I was trying to play with this, and I still don't know what I like for my scope sensitivity. But for my look horizontal and vertical, it's 410. My zoom sensitivity multiplier is going to be 40%. I've tried it at 50%. I tried it at 48%. I tried it at 45, 35, 30, all over. And I've seen that 40% is like the sweet spot when you are playing on a controller. Everything else is off. Focal length sensitivity is on. Look vertical, invert vertical look output off. My response curve, I've tried normal, I've tried linear, and sensual dull. I don't even know how to say this, but this response curve is very similar to linear. Test both of them out. I had more success with this response curve over linear, but sometimes I will switch it up to linear, and sometimes it does work. They're very similar. You can definitely just put this on linear and it will basically feel the same a little bit, but I feel like linear is more of a raw feeling. So if you are playing with other FPS games on linear, just go to linear on this and you will feel basically the same, so you don't have to do anything from that. Look acceleration 0%. My bindings is equipment wheel. Sometimes I do directional. I feel like this will also like pull out your gadgets a lot quicker than normal, so it's more of a preference, but directional or equipment wheel. sprint behavior, toggle, zoom, hold, and prioritize reload. These are my bindings. I do change some of these for like my specializations. So my specialization is on my right stick. So whenever I press my right stick, I do either a dash or whatever my specialize is, I do with my right stick. I know sometimes you can't do it as your right trigger or right bumper. You could do that too, but I like it on my right analog stick. And these are my bindings. If you want, you can pause it and go from there. Make sure your aim assist is on, sensitivity reduction is on, tracking on, and zoom snapping is on, and controller vibration is off. Gyro, we are not doing gyro. Don't do gyro. For your volume, these are my volumes. For video, here's the nitty gritty. I've been testing my video stuff for a very, 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 very long time. Make sure it's always borderless. Even the finals even recommend borderless full screen, not exclusive full screen, always borderless. DLS frame generation is off, VSync is off, NVIDIA low latency is on, not on plus boost. Don't do it like that. Frame rate unlimited, and here we go. So I put mine as TAAU. I know some people put it for DLS, but the thing is, for DLS, if you want like ultra performance or something like that, like previous games, you really can't do that in here. You have to put it on DLA to get it 100%, because if you put it on any other quality preset, and it makes your screen very blurry. So the more performance you want out of, you know, the DLS, it gets more blurry. So what I've been looking at is TAAU and no resolution. If you really want like the best quality out there with the most frames and stuff like that I've seen, but like if they can make this better, no AA is the best looking resolution out of all of them, even DLS and everything. This has the best looking on screen when you're playing. I don't know what it does or whatever, but it makes everything so much more crisp. It makes everything more visible, it just is so much better. But if you have low frames with this, I would suggest go to TAAU, and it makes your frames so much higher, and it makes your game run a lot smoother. If you have anything above 200 frames or whatever with no scaling, do no scaling. I love this. I absolutely love the way this looks. Even with the like NVIDIA or AMD cards, like those presets don't even compare to no resolution upscaling. No AA is such the best resolution method, trust me. But I use TAAU, and I make sure everything is on low, and make sure the RTX global is on static. And this is basically my settings for season 9 and probably season 10. We will definitely make a updated season 10 once the patch notes come out for season 10. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video, and enjoy this gameplay. Peace.
Oh, baby.
Shells are ahead of the field. Oh boy, another vault has surfaced. Get ready for some action. Spotted an enemy.
Oh, oh,
The jet
oh,
has recovered and put
oh,
themselves in a strong
oh.
position. Extra time.
Watch out! Over here!
A contestant is moving.